Hello, Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sastriyakal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. Today we are going to learn Kaddu ka Salan. You know, Kaddu is best when you make Salan using yogurt. Dear friends, first let's see how to make dahi ka Salan, and then we are going to add Kaddu in it. For this, I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of peanuts, and we are going to slowly dry roast these peanuts. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. After slow cooking the peanuts and sesame seeds, equal quantity, all 1 tablespoon of peanut, coconut and sesame seeds. And even this, we are going to slightly roast this, and then we are going to put this in a blender and make this into a nice fine paste. Once the oil is hot, add some mustard seeds. When the mustard seeds crackle, add red chilies, cumin seeds and little bit of methi dana. Methi dana is a fenugreek seeds, but do not add too much, it will give bitterness. In this, we are going to add onions. Just sliced onions, pinch of salt. In this, add curry leaf. Now look at this, the onions are nice and golden. In this, add some ginger garlic paste. Once the ginger garlic paste raw flavor is gone, in this, add a pinch of turmeric. That should be good. Add chili powder, little extra chili powder for this. Cumin powder, add coriander powder, some green chili, peanut and sesame seed and coconut paste. Pour all of this mixture on top of this and mix it. Add water till this becomes like a very thin curry. Now you have to cook this for at least 30 minutes on a slow flame. After cooking around almost 30 minutes, look at this, the oil has separated from this peanut, sesame seed and coconut gravy. Now look at this, the gravy is nice and thick, and now the oil is slightly floating in this. Add some mint and some chopped coriander, and this will really enhance your salan gravies. And now in this, I am going to add beaten yogurt. As soon as you add any of the sourness, whether yogurt, tamarind or anything, the oil from this will separate out. Just bring this to a boil, and then we are going to simmer it for another 2-3 minutes. Wow! Now look at this. After letting it cook for another few minutes, the oil is slightly separated and floating. Because I have used sour yogurt to make this salan, I don't need to add tamarind or anything. And here I have got kaddu. Kaddu is a Bottlegourd, which I cut them into rounds. And if you want to blanch them or boil them and add, you can do it. Or else, just add it in the salan. It may take little time if you add to this, directly cook it. Now look at this. Just let this simmer with the Bottlegourd inside for at least 5 minutes if you have boiled. Or else if you are adding raw Bottlegourd, it may take around 10 minutes of slow cooking. In any of the salans, if you add vegetables or anything and try to cook after you add the yogurt and all that, it will not cook easily, it may take lot of time. That's why usually in the salans we fry, whether it is mirchi, bangan or okra, any kind of salans we usually fry them and add. Even Bottlegourd you can fry and add, but Bottlegourd I usually boil it till it is nice and tender, and then I add in the salan. And now I just need to cook it for 3 to 4 minutes and it will be done. Now look at this. The Bottlegourd has been sitting in this gravy for almost for like 5-6 minutes, and they have become nice and tender. Now for this, it's always good to add tomatoes in this. So I have cut tomatoes lengthwise and just add in this salan. Just let these tomatoes simmer for 2 minutes and switch off the flame. And in the meantime, just look at the skin of the tomatoes, they'll shrink, but they'll still hold the shape. I'm telling you, even though this is a kaddu ka salan, whenever I have it, I just make sure get the tomatoes on the side. I take a bite on kaddu, that is a Bottlegourd, but the tomatoes are just suckable and they are so fantastic. Serve it after 5 minutes and you will have these tomatoes nice juicy. Even the Bottlegourd will be fantastic. It becomes nice and juicy once this is done. I still can feel the bite on the Lauki, but look at this tomato I'm talking about. They become juicy and suckable. Wow, this is my favorite. Wow. Even the gravy is fantastic. Just going perfectly with this, Bottlegourd tomato. I hope you enjoyed today's session of learning how to make this Bottlegourd, that is Lauki Dahi Ka Salan. But do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vahrehvah.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.